Live before the mic on Infused Influence. What's up, internet? What's up, world? We got a special guest today, as always. But first, we're joined with Lorian. What's up, bro?
Hello, hello.
Filling
Welcome,
in.
welcome.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying?
here. We
Yeah.
here, we here. I heard Rayvon's voice
He was here.
today. No, he wasn't here. Someone
Uh,
was on the phone.
yo, that's mad funny today.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I hear his voice.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, they was probably in the back
Yeah, it was
office,
part
bro.
of the back. It was in the back
Oh,
office.
that's mad
I was like,
funny.
oh, I hear his voice.
Shout out to Rayvon, Shorty, and Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, I know.
Wolfgang. Very
God,
good.
how many months now? How many?
It's
how old
almost
is he?
3,
3
bro.
months now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
they're growing fast.
Growing
Jeez.
fast, bro. No, very good. All right, let's get into the show, and then we will introduce our guests. Again, this is before the mic. Let's get it. Let's get it.
What up, y'all? You're now listening to Infused Influence, where we're infused by weed culture, cannabis business, and its politics through conversations with special guests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, this is Infuse Influence, WICN. I am your host, or something like that, Ulysses. And of course, we're joined with Lorian. What up, bro?
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome back.
Yes, we're back again. Another week, another just like the store where every week, right?
Every week, yeah, bro. No days off, bro.
No days off.
You feel me? We're going strong. We're going strong, and of course, we're joined with a special guest today. Yo, he's probably one of the OGs, bro. Like, if I could think of an OG, like a list of OGs, he's definitely one of the people that come to mind.
I mean, after just talking to him for 2 seconds, 100% OG.
Right? That's what I'm saying, bro. Ain't no bullshit. Sometimes you be talking to people in the industry, and you're like, bruh.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's just
saying? Like,
yeah.
go back to your accounting job. This nigga's in the streets, bro. You
Yeah.
know? Without further ado, we got Derek in the house. What up, bro?
What
What's
up?
good? How are you, man?
I'm Gucci.
Yo, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Thanks for joining us, bro.
course,
For
brother.
real. For real, for real, man. That means a lot. And, you know, for the people listening, bro, you know, part of, Derek coming out here, he had made a LinkedIn post the other day. And I'm like, yo, this dude knows way more than I know about this new license types that's coming out. So let me hit him up, bro. Because he's speaking publicly. I can't even speak publicly because I don't know shit. So that's what's up, bro. Yeah, he's an OG. He's an OG in the game. So, social consumption, our social equity license type. You got our social equity cohort 2,
I'm
Right.
cohort 3.
cohort 3. Yep. And yeah, so tell us about your business. Tell us about your experience in the industry and even the unregulated industry for the folks listening, bro. Enlighten us, man.
So my name is Derek D'Ambrosio. I am Derek D. I make it simple.
Derek D.
I just do cool shit with cool people. You know, I've been selling bud since '94.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Damn.
it's not just me. It's always been a team, right? So my whole model is do cool shit with cool people.
Absolutely.
Our company is called Legacy Operations, and the tagline is people, process, product, and service. So I think it all starts with surrounding yourself with great people and then having a great process so that you can provide a good product or service. Legacy Operations is a management and consulting company. So we manage, consult, and operate licenses in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New York.
That's big time right there, bro. I just found that out before the show. I'm like, bro, it's a multi-state operator, bro.
Yeah, I'm the smallest MSO that you probably ever met. Every license is a social equity license.
For real? Even in
Yeah.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
Oh, how did you swing that, bro? Because CT's on some crazy time, bro.
Again, cool shit with cool people. Great team, bro.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what's up.
it's-
We're at NCT.
I'm in Middletown, Connecticut.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
So, so basically, what we specialize is in our team, our core group of people. We have over a century of experience of making and selling cannabis. So we just do that. Like, it's not that complicated,
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, they make it complicated with all these damn rules, bro.
well, we just whatever the rules are, wherever we're operating, we just learn the rules really well,
Right.
and then work backwards from there.
Right.
To try to provide something to our customers that they want.
Right.
At the end of the day, knowing who your customers are and making a product and getting it to them is what we do, right? And then building brands is the next level of that, right? Like when I started, I had Ziplocs. Now everybody has Mylars, you know?
Yeah, them little baggies, them little dime baggies, bro.
Yeah,
skull heads on them. I miss those. I gotta bring those back, bro. It might not be compliant, but
Exactly. I had no idea what you was
In
getting.
fact, if you do put a little compliant sticker on it and you put it in a child safety bag to leave, it would be compliant.
It would be compliant, yeah.
So that's the thing, is you learn what the rules are.
right. Creatively compliant.
And then you work your way backwards from there.
Right.
Like to make something that the people want.
Have you seen that in New York or Connecticut or Mass? Those little ass bags, bro. Has anyone popped off those?
I've seen dime bags
You've
before.
seen them? You've seen them in a dispensary?
In a legal setting, in a dispensary.
Where at, bro? In New York?
I smoke a lot.
Yeah.
I believe it is in Mass. There is it might be New York, but there is somebody out there. It might just be a trade sample,
Right.
But it's a dime bag.
Yeah, that's
and
hilarious.
I feel like doing it at a deli style is the
Right.
move to do it.
Right.
Like I would love to see that. Going back to that and less away from like the fancy packaging and the toys with your eighths that we're seeing in the trap
Crazy
now.
times, bro.
I just
What?
went to the Hempfest or Freedom Rally. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be the old guy, right? But like it was wild to see what they're doing now compared to what it used to be. Like I used to be afraid to be down there thinking you were being watched and all that. Now people are selling mushrooms and everything right out on the table in the under 21 section. Like
That's crazy.
And meanwhile, the 21 plus brands can't even give out a sample to somebody that they know, or else the CCC could see it and then find them. And like how. Like it's just so tough.
Did you see any CCC team members down there?
I didn't, but I'm sure
there were
probably
some
are.
lurking, bro.
Like I'm sure, like these guys are investigators. They're professionals. It's their job to make sure that everybody's following the rules.
Right.
So I would expect them to be there.
Right.
I also don't know who they
Who
are.
they
It's
are.
not like I troll them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny because nowadays they wear them damn badges, bro. Like them little police badges. Bro.
But I don't think they would.
They
would be
wouldn't,
walking
bro,
out there.
no.
Yeah, I feel like they have like those undercover snitches that they pay. Like the same thing with like, oh, if you know your employer is doing this, tell us, and we'll get a bunch of money.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. That's their job, bro. Because if you have a license and you have a brand and you're like Derek is saying, bro, if you're tabling there, then there is an eye on you, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they don't want to see you handing out weed, bro.
Except for the people in the under 21 selling shrooms.
Whatever they want over there, because that's not regulated. That's not their problem.
Right.
I know. It's just
Those
hilarious.
people have other problems.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
I wouldn't want those other problems these days.
Yeah.
Back when I used to trap and everything, like technology was not what it was. Nobody was Instagram trapping. And, like Silk Road was a thing. And I heard about it, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And I'm glad I never did anything on that.
Yeah.
Everybody ended up getting taken down. I'm like,
Yeah.
how could you, like, doing it now, I feel like the odds are stacked against them. It's so much harder. Everybody's doing it. Like, and also, like, even when I was doing it, it seemed like it was easier because not as many people were. And even then, a lot of people were not good at it.
Right.
Like there's a lot of people that spend their re-up that, you know, so only like there's some people that if they apply their mind, they'll be good at anything.
Right.
And when they get into it, they excel.
Absolutely, bro.
You know?
Yo, I agree with that, man. Especially with the technology nowadays. I'm like, how could you commit any crimes, bro?
Yeah, I know,
Like,
right? It's like
you're not doing. You ain't getting away with nothing.
they
It's too many
know.
cameras. You
literally, you
too
can't
many
even-
traces on your phone. Like
just
for real,
everything. Is done now.
everything, dude.
Everything
like,
they used to go crazy on, fraud, all this stuff. You can't do.
you can't do
anymore at
nothing,
all.
bro.
They'll
You might as
catch
well
you
just
like this.
pay your taxes and figure out a way to come up.
They're just waiting for you to get to a certain level where it's worth it for them to take you down.
Right,
you know,
bro.
I feel like,
no, it's true,
you know.
bro. We had the real Rick Ross on the same show like years ago, bro, and he was saying the same thing. He's like, bro, I didn't know at the time, but the drugs used to come from them, bro. Like, and they just watching and waiting for the right time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just crazy nowadays, bro. Cause, yeah, I mean, I hear these stories all the time about what weed is like in the streets, bro. And I'm with you, man. Just OD on the packaging and, you know, pricing at times, bro. You know what I mean? So, like, how has that been for you? Just, you know, from 94 to that's over 30 years, bro. Like, what is your thought? Because I on the economics of weed, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, that to me is it was one of the craziest things.
So up until the Chads and Brads got in, an eighth was always like 40.
For a minute, bro.
Like, that was the price. Like, and if you knew somebody, you can get a better deal and all that, but the general public would get an eighth. And there was always something for everyone. Like, I always sold way more mids than I sold exotic, but I smoked exotic. I would have exotic, I'd have some mids, I'd have affordable, like, you know, but you'd have to have something for everyone. You have to know who your customers are and give them something. So you have different plugs for different things. If you're going to be a broker, right, you don't want to be tied to one plug, right? So like, basically you would have your certain plugs and different custies, and there's a lot of older people that just want an ounce for like $100 or less. It's quality. They don't care if it's candy or not, you know. And then there's going to be the BU kids that want the best, and there's going to be the people in between, you know. So as an entrepreneur and somebody selling, I want to have a couple choices for every kind of customer. If you take that mindset and you apply it to a dispensary, there's a lot of good products in Massachusetts right now. There's a lot of good options. The prices are right. I feel like a good dispensary can offer, like, for 400 to 500 SKUs on their menu, you can have something for everybody. And the convenience of having somebody come in and you're buying something that you know is tested and quality, and you have options. It's exciting to see, like, the change of where it came, like, back in the day, the Beasters and the Mexican brickweed. And even back then, they were still good flour, like Piff. I would go down to New York and get I would get little dimes from the block work, because that work was better than the other shit. You would take that back, of course, and that would last you a while. And then you just make another run down to New York and get whatever it is for your head stash.
Bro, you're saying the right things, man. This is WICA, and this is Infused Influence. We're here with Derek D. So I got another question before we take a break, bro. So yeah, you talk a little bit about, I guess there's reeling it back for our listeners, because you had mentioned like someone that's a little bit older, maybe mid-range, and they might, you know, they want an ounce for $100. That's probably closer to our listeners here. Right, because we got like 55-year-old, you know, jazz enthusiasts, right? So they might not know, and we kind of breezed over it, but like what the social equity program is, and then how you got into it. But I actually think we should probably take like a quick break and then just dive into that after the break.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We are back with Derek D. We're gonna clap it up for the OG for real. You know what I'm saying? Dropping some gems. Just a little bit of street knowledge, bro.
Good stuff.
You know, mixed with business acumen.
That's where it all comes from.
Yeah, that's where
all business comes from the street. Someone had to start from
real,
somewhere,
bro.
right?
We all got problems, bro. It's like, I'm going to solve this problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's every business.
Yeah, other people got the same problem.
Even money started like that.
Wait, what you mean by that, bro?
I don't want to have to give you my bananas for your apples. I came up with money, so I can get what I want for my goods instead of having to be forced to get whatever you have.
We ain't bartering over here no more, bro.
No more bartering.
We're putting a unit of measure on these bananas.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's mad funny. So yeah, we're back with Derek D here, and we were just talking a little bit about his experience from '94 up until present day. just doing his thing.
Real OG.
Yeah, man. So what I was asking just for our listeners is if you can explain what the social equity program is here in Massachusetts, and you mentioned that you have it in Connecticut as well as New York, and really what that means and how you were able to get into these programs in other states as well.
So the way that I got qualified is because of my convictions for cannabis.
Here we go. Let's clap that up.
So.
We praise that. I'll tell you, I went to Tom's Deli the other day. He was like, "You getting awards for weeds? Back 20 years ago, you used to get arrested." Yeah, we getting awards now.
So I do want to say, like, I do not glorify what I did. I was young, I was dumb, but I was good at it. So it was always part of my life. I went through all the ups and downs. So I've been shot at, robbed, raided. I've gone through the system. I've spent a lot of money on lawyers. Luckily, I come from a good background. I grew up in Charlestown. I'm Irish and Italian. On one side of my family, I have judges, lawyers.
Oh man, tap in with them. I need those connections, bro.
And then I had like an Uncle Tony and Uncle Phil that taught me the game. Yeah. So family reunions were always really interesting and things like that. I had bank robbers and all types of things on the other side.
Whitey Bulger.
So, but I, growing up and learning the ropes, they knew I was going to do it one way or the other. So I was pretty successful at it. But even being successful at it, I ended up getting arrested. When I stopped, I basically walked away with nothing. Like everything that I had gained was gone because I had been raided multiple times. Like between all the losses, and then we did spend a lot of money, had a lot of fun and everything. So like between all of that, when I crossed over from legacy to legal, I was starting over from broke. Like I had nothing left, And the reason I wanted to go legal is so that I could sleep good at night, right? Like I saw the writing on the wall. I knew that legal cannabis was the way that I could create something that is going to outlive me, right? So this is like when Prohibition ended. All of these alcohol companies that are out there, they started somewhere, Some of them were around before, they were bootlegging or whatever, or they were well established in other countries. Those are like the MSOs. But I want to be one of those guys that was a bootlegger that ended up building something that's going to outlive me. That's going to create generational wealth. And right now, what I've learned from crossing over from legacy to legal is I made a lot more money in the legacy part. I'm working a lot harder. I'm making a lot less money.
A lot less, bro.
It's not fun at all.
Yeah.
You have to love what you're doing and do it with cool people.
Right.
I've been screwed before in the legal side.
Probably more than the legacy, bro.
A couple times. Yeah, they will screw you with a pen. Like they'll stab you with a pen faster than anything.
Yeah.
Right? So like making sure that you find your tribe and doing something cool and doing it with cool people is the key to success. It's not good enough just to do something cool. You have to love what you do and love the people that you're doing with it, because you're going to spend so much time with your team.
Right.
They're closer to your family than your real family is.
Right. No, that's facts, bro. As someone who doesn't have any immediate family in Massachusetts, bro, it's just me and my kids. And when I'm not with my kids, I'm with the team, bro. So you had mentioned. So when was your conviction, and then when was your jump into the legal market?
So since '94, bro, I have multiple. I had like
he's like, it's just not one.
I had like multiple Corey record. I have since had to go through the process of expunging it all, which is fun. You have to go back to every court that you've ever been to.
Right. Like how many counties, bro? How many counties?
States.
States, for real?
Like, it's crazy.
Bro, you arrested in other states, bro?
I've had issues places. Like there's some states that don't want me to come back. Like Jersey doesn't like me.
Yo, that's hilarious, bro.
There's some countries I can't go to.
Yeah.
So that's the life.
Yeah.
I sacrificed a lot. Where like I've been with my wife for like 20 years now. She's been through it all.
Shout out to wifey.
Probably over that. And
shout out to wifey.
We don't have children or any of that because I knew they were, like, I could be gone
right,
for
right.
weeks, months. Like, there could be things going on, like,
right.
you know. So we, you know, nowadays, for me to leave for a weekend to go to a cannabis event compared to like
right.
back in the day, like she's happy. She'll let me go do whatever I need to handle business because like that's what keeps me going and gives me a competitive edge in the legal market is because like back in the day, a bad day for me was somebody died, a house got raided,
right.
I got locked up, whatever. Like now, if I have a batch that goes in metric jail, yo, it sucks, but we're gonna get through it.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro.
You know.
Yeah, man. So what year? So you mentioned cohort 3 for people. So what year was that? And then yeah, I mean, what was the real decision? I mean, it sounds like you said, yeah, you want to be able to sleep at night, but like, at least for me, it was a long process of like getting kicked out of school, decriminalizing, and then watching the medical market. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? So what was that process for you, bro?
So when the medical market was going and they were about to do the licenses,
right?
I showed up to my lawyer's office and I was like, yo, here's a bag. The application fee was $250.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, can you just
stop
apply?
it, bro?
Can you apply for that for me? And he laughed at me and he's like, yo, you see your record, right? Like,
yeah. Oh, so this was medical though, not right.
Yeah,
before
yeah,
equity.
He's like, there's no way in hell you're gonna get one of these like medical licenses,
right?
And he's like, listen, you gotta wait. You have to have clean money that will come back to a solid investor. He gave me the whole blueprint, you know, of what I actually have to do if I really want to cross over. At that moment, like, you know, I made a decision and like you can't have one foot in, one foot out.
Right.
So
that's probably the smartest thing. Like I understand that perspective, but I know some people who are on the fence. At least when we got started, you know, in like 17, 18, bro.
You can do it, but if I'm crossing over so I can sleep good at night.
Right.
Why am I gonna risk everything?
Right.
And all the money that it takes to get there and all the hard work for that.
Right?
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, bro.
You're literally fighting against yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can't be You can't be involved.
Right.
People try it. People can. Like, if you do and you are, like, that's up to you. But for me personally, I made a decision. I'm never going to do anything that's gonna risk me going to jail again.
Yeah, bro.
Like, so I'm going to go legal. I had a limo company. I worked my real job. I used that to find an investor. Mm-hmm. I had a Rolls Royce Ghost at the time.
Yeah.
So I had a guy that had a couple houses down in Cape Cod that I would pick him up in my Ghost and drive him down there, and I became real close friends with him, and I actually pitched him a software as a service option. Mm-hmm. And he was like a venture capitalist, so I tried to pitch him that.
What, for like weed?
No, just for something for a limo business. So I was like, I was pitching investors in my Shark Tank moment and blah blah, and I pitched him the software that I wanted to build and launch, and he turned me down. But I'm a sales guy and I don't take no for an answer. And at this point, I've driven this guy for a long time. He trusts me with his wife, his kids, everything. So I'm like, okay, I understand. Do you want to sell some weed? And he's like, yes, I do. Actually. He's like, I try to talk to this asshole, but I don't trust him. And blah, blah. I'm like, well, here is my 17-page Corey record. This is my resume. I'm actually pretty good at this. So I raised $1 million and I opened up Cape Cod Cannabis.
Yo, stop it, bro. I had no idea.
Let's go.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
In 2017?
Yeah.
So it
started in 2017.
Oh, I got you. Wait, you still involved there?
I own a piece of equity, but I'm not involved in the day-to-day.
Got you, bro. I just read a post recently about why more dispensaries are needed down there. Someone posted it.
It should. There's a lot of people that live down there that need to be serviced. I mean, there's some good dispensaries out there too. Gardens is crushing it. Piping Clover is good.
Yeah.
They were all my competitors back then, but I think everybody should eat. Like, there's Salty Farmers.
Salty Farmers sounds very Cape like.
Yeah,
yo,
those guys know weed and they know how to buy it. They have a good,
Salty.
There's plenty of money for everybody to eat, and it's all about location and convenience.
Where are you at though, man?
So we were in Wellfleet, is where the store was.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool, bro. That's what's up, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is an OG right here, bro. You got war stories, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Who knew?
And success stories, too.
Yeah, for real.
Veteran.
And downs, bro.
Yeah. No, it's cool, bro. That's cool, man. So to present day, bro, I see you, I know a little bit about what you got going on. But yeah, tell the people where you can find your brands and stuff. And again, we're with Derek D. This is WICN here, and he's just enlightening us on his journey from legacy to legal. So yeah, bro, what's popping now, bro? What's the new?
So my website is thelegacy.ops.com. If you go on there, you can see my store locator for all the brands that we distribute. Irva is our in-house brand. Started off as a caregiver doing custom tinctures and topicals for kids with cancer.
Can you explain what caregiver is, if you could, bro?
A caregiver market, before there was medical, we had licenses for caregivers where you would source from home growers, and then you would have medical patients that would, you would test it and make products. Tinctures mainly is what we would do.
This is before medical.
This was the old OG. Ruben is the owner of Irva.
Yeah.
Irva means cannabis in Portuguese.
I had no idea, bro.
He's from Jersey, but he went to school out here and fell in love with the city like most people do.
No idea.
I've been Ruben's boy since before I got into Cape Cod cannabis. Me and him go way back since before either one of us had a cannabis license.
Wow, that's amazing.
So he's the owner of the Legacy Ops, or Legacy Operations, which is our parent company. I'm the chief growth officer for that company. Some of the brands that we make, besides Irva, oh, and by the way, we make Temple Ball hash.
Yes, bro.
And we do it small batch underneath the full moon. The last full moon was the blood orange moon, or the blood moon.
Yeah.
So we are calling it blood orange gelato. We use the charcuterie pie to do a small batch. When we make it, I have retailers that call me up and be like, "Yo, just tell me how much you have before you even put it on Apex."
Right.
So it's always small batch, limited edition drops. So that's something that's dope.
But what's the unit of measure that you guys do? Is it 3.5s? You do grams?
We have baller jars, but the 1 gram is what most people want. And we've tried the ballers in the past. I think it's great with rosin, but with Temple balls, the clientele, for what we've seen, a lot of people like the 1 grams. So for this run, we're doing all 1 grams. Especially, we don't do big batches, so we'd rather spread it out a little bit so that more people can try it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Then the other in-house brand is Beantown Greentown. Both of Ruben and I are on the board of that nonprofit. That's More Weed, Less Greed. We clean up after the Freedom Rally, or we used to back in the day. Their whole model has been to help connect people that need access to affordable weed with home growers to be able to get it. So it's vets and whoever needs it. So they try to get their own license. You know how the process is. They ended up not being able to get through to the finish line, and instead of them just walking away with nothing, Ruben worked out a deal with Andrew Muddy, who's the president, for us to be able to manufacture and distribute a product line for them.
Wow.
So we have these 2 half-gram infused joints. These are both testing at over 52%. There's a sativa blend and an indica blend, and then we do a combo pack, and the combo pack has 1 indica and 1 sativa in there.
Right.
And we wholesale them for $6.
Wow.
If you really need the extra $1, you can get it for $5, but that's taken away from $1 going to Beantown, Greentown. So please,
Yeah. No,
let's keep
bro.
it going. But that's a really exciting product. We have Packwoods, which is the Rolls Royce of the infused pre-rolls.
Oh, boy.
And I say that because it's premium inputs. I actually don't buy off of spreadsheets. I travel out. We pick the small batch that we're going to buy, we hand roll it. This is premium inputs, hand rolled. And one of our last batches of Glones just tested at 66%.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
And then Chill Medicated is our last one. That's our...
Chill, yeah. Yep.
So a lot of people don't know this, but they were also from the traditional market. So all the brands that we distribute are all traditional brands that have crossed over from legacy to legal.
Absolutely.
All the people that make it come from the traditional market. We have a century of experience of doing this.
Yeah.
So, not saying that we won't make or distribute other products, but we're very proud of being able to do that for anybody that wants to cross over from legacy to legal. They can hit us up and we can help them launch their brand.
Yeah, that's special right there. Yo, you guys heard it. You guys heard it here. This is good. This is good information, especially just given the fact that, Derek has been doing this for so long and was able to successfully transition. You know what I mean? From legacy to legal. So for our listeners on the radio, we'll be back next week with Derek a little bit more, and for our online viewers, we got a couple games to play, some of the favorite ones. So you guys have just been infused. We'll get back to you next week. Peace. Okay, so we're back with Derek, guys, and Lorian here.
Hello.
And this is some of the favorite parts right here. Playing a little Wii game.
I saw that bucket. I was like, oh,
yeah, you saw that bucket, bro?
I was like, oh,
did you
God.
peek in it?
I have no idea how much is in there.
All right, we'll start with that. Wait, did you pick it up, though?
No, I was just like, let me make it real, because I'm like, you trying to get me off.
I've
never seen that much weed at once.
Yeah, but we got the right guy for this one, bro. He might be able. But this is a tricky one because there's layers to it, bro.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So this is
I knew it. This is why I didn't look at it yet. I knew there was a catch.
Yeah. So what it is? I mean, you might be familiar with this, bro. Is because we're a manufacturer, so we take scraps and then we send it out. Like, we don't waste anything. You know what I'm saying? Some people might think this is waste, but we got some keef in here. We got some small nugs, and then we extract it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we get our full spectrum oil. So the job for you guys is to eyeball. This is hard. How much this is? You smell it through the bag. It's all that damn keef. And that's the tricky part. It's because there's keef in there that's, you know what I mean?
I'm just looking at that bag.
There's a lot of keef, bro.
That is...
Oh, it's a lot. Okay, but this is weird.
And the rules are like over, under, like...
So, yeah, under's going to do
who's
it.
Closest?
Yeah,
who's closest?
Who's over closest without going over.
Yeah. Or, I mean, even if you go over a little bit. If you're like 20 over, just whoever?
Because every time that you've won, you've been under, and I like that rule, not going over, bro.
All right. So
yeah.
like that.
I'm going to go with 6.75 pounds.
Okay. All right.
Jeez. He already, damn.
So this is for the viewers here. It just looks really cool. This foliage, it's fall time. It's got some purple leaves in there. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of brown, a little bit of green.
That's 6.75.
What you think, bro?
Sheesh. I don't even. I'm just going to go with 3, even though I know it's more than 3. That's definitely like 5 pounds or something, but I want to go somewhere different. Just so there's a 2 bar numbers. Let's just. That feels like a 5-pound weight, but we're going.
You said 3?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3.
All right, bro. Well, you're both over, and I will tell you that I also guessed 3.
Over.
I thought it was 3. I thought it was 3 to 4 pounds.
Heavy?
I know, bro. Well, this is actually 2.8, so it's
close to 3.
Wow.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
man.
2.5.
I'm way off.
Yeah, the keef though, bro. You're spot on. Like, obviously it's more dense, and you might think that it's heavier.
Yeah, but that just felt heavy. I don't know why. Just holding it,
I know, bro. Maybe her numbers are off. I have to double check this, bro, because I just got that number.
Just felt heavy.
Yeah, Shorty said. I got the piece of paper right here. She said 1,311 grams or 2.8.
Yeah.
Let's double check, bro.
It might just be like the air or like whatever. Maybe now that we've been touching it, I don't know, but it just feels.
Yeah. And for the
Maybe it's the look.
the internet here. You see
Yeah,
that metric tag right there?
That's why it
We're
looked heavy.
compliant. We're compliant over here.
And that's why it looked heavy, because the first time I saw it, it was in a bucket. I was like, a bucket of weed?
No, I know, bro. Word. So not too bad on that one. So this next one, bro, you got 60 seconds to name as many strains as you can.
Oh,
Fun part.
This is the fun part, bro. You got your, oh, I got the timer. Yep, I got
charger
it.
behind him. I don't want to.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So let me get my clock. And whenever you are ready, bro, you say your first one, then we'll get the clock started.
AK-47, Apple Mints, Bubba Kush, Chem Dog, Chem 91, Sour Diesel, Piff, Haze, Granddaddy Perp, I don't know. I'm terrible. at all
Keep
this,
going, bro. Think OG. Think current market too.
Yeah, all the candies.
Candy
Uh,
Runs.
Just go. Just
Skittles.
go. Just mix
Skittles,
them
yeah,
up.
that's 10. You got 10.
Yeah, I'm.
You got it, bro. You're halfway there. You're halfway there in terms of time.
Yeah, you got a lot of time.
I'm really not good, bro.
Yeah, I'm not. Come on, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not the one to like memorize. All
He
the
used to
strains,
grow them
bro.
and sell them. That's
Yeah,
why. He's like, I
that's
don't know
it.
the strain of this.
So you got 10, I think. Last 5 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
Give me one more. You didn't say runs, bro.
Runs.
That was 11, bro.
Still better than me, don't worry.
Clap it up. Lorian had 3, bro. He had 3.
Yeah.
3. He just
Yeah,
shut
it's
down.
hard. Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah.
too many strain names. My brain just said all the names.
That's
I was like,
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. No, that was solid, though. That was solid. I think it was 11, right?
yeah, that was 11.
Yeah, that's
you
pretty.
got
That's
it.
pretty decent, bro. It's about
I
mid.
know
bro.
Jerry will crush me on that. But
Oh, you
he
saw
did.
it? You saw it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just not the guy. I'm
Yeah.
not good at that.
Yeah.
Everybody has their strengths. And
Yeah,
weaknesses.
that's Jerry.
I know
Jerry's the
what I'm
leader,
good
right?
at. I know what I'm not good
Yo,
at.
Jerry O's got a whole campaign going on right now. No more mids,
I
bro.
don't have the memory to remember all the strains, all the
Right.
names and everything. And when I buy, I also don't buy off of stray names.
Yeah,
or
right.
potency.
That's
I
right.
look at, I throw a glove on it
Right.
and I
So
smell
it's the
it.
smell.
And then I have a magnifying glass.
Absolutely, bro.
And I bust a butt open.
Bro,
and
let's
make
talk
sure-
about that. Let's talk about that for this
Okay,
segment, bro. Because
Yeah.
what's important is that we educate, again, our listeners for the radio. They're 55-year-old jazz enthusiasts. So being able to break down the process that you have. And we can sit here and be like, oh, we get it. You're smelling the bag and you're smelling for terpenes. But what are terpenes? You know what I mean? So like that type of stuff. But if you guys are cool with it, we can get started. Is that cool?
Oh, let's
Yeah,
get it
let's
rolling.
Alright,
do
cool.
it.
So we'll do the segment again. It'll be two 14 minutes, and then that'll be 2 episodes for WICN here. So.
What up, y'all? You're now listening to Infused Influence, where we're infused by weed culture, cannabis business, and its politics through conversations with special guests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, we are back with another episode of Infused Influence. I am your co-host Ulysses and Lorian. What's up, bro?
Hello, we here.
We here.
Another good day.
Yes,
Another
sir,
good day.
bro. Happy to be back.
Yes.
WICN Infused Influence and our special guest. You know what I'm saying? You know the deal, bro. Who we join with today, bro?
I am Derek D.
Let's go.
Mr. D. Derek D. You all
Derek
heard
D.
that.
You heard it,
We
man.
love these nicknames.
Yeah, for real. Well, nah, I mean, that's not kind of...
I mean, I
That's-
like when
that's his
people.
real- that's his real
yeah,
name,
but
bro.
Derek D. That's still like he's shortening his. I like nicknames of your real name. You know, like
Yeah, right.
Like you hear an artist and you hear their name and you look their name up and it's their name.
It's their name?
I like that.
Right? No, I feel you, bro. I
it's
feel
funny.
you. I feel you, bro. Nah, that's what's up. But yeah, so we were joined with Derek again this week. He was with us on our last episode, and we were talking a lot about the transition from legacy to legal, and a little bit of his process with the different brands that he has grown over the years. And yeah, we can definitely just keep it going for this week, bro. We were kind of talking off air a little bit about your process in purchasing, because we talked about the brands that you created, but you also sell weed. For those that are not familiar, we have different license types. So we spent some time talking about manufacturing, where it's a different process for running a retail or a dispensary business. So talk to us a little bit about how you kind of curate your menus, what you look for, and the success that you had over the years doing so.
So I think selling off of price or potency is easy and cheap, and that's how we got into the situation that we're in right now.
Horrible, bro. So maybe explain, when you say potency, what do you mean exactly?
Okay, so this is gonna surprise a lot of people out there that like your viewers, who are like my family and my friends that are not in the industry. Most people, when they go and they shop, they're buying off of what the tag says, that the total available or total active cannabis in that product. Think of that like the engine of the vehicle, right? So if your Hellcat has 1,000 horsepower, it's supposed to be really fast. But if there's no traction, no suspension, it can't go around a corner, what good is it?
That's
right?
a great analogy, bro.
Terpenes and cannabinoids, flavonoids, and there's so many other noids that we don't even know about yet.
Right.
So terpenes are your taste and your flavor.
Smell, aroma.
Yeah,
too.
the aroma. Cannabinoids are your effect mainly. This is very simple, very like. There's more to this. I'm just trying to dumb it down, make it very easy for people to digest.
Mm-hmm.
So if you try to think of it like an all-in-one package, the potency is how high it's going to get you, but most people don't walk into a liquor store and just order Everclear because it has the most amount of alcohol. They actually want to enjoy their experience. So it's really important for customers to try to keep a journal or figure out what they're consuming, who's making it, and how it affects them, so that they can figure out what they actually like and what they don't like. Because most people have no clue. They don't know whose brands are what. They don't know the names of the strains. They're getting a recommendation from a bud tender, or they're just winging it because they heard the name or something. Like, a lot of people don't even take the time to read the descriptions if there is one.
Mm-hmm.
So like, the way it works, and I don't know if you talked about this or not, but I don't cultivate, I curate. So I get the luxury of going around and saying no to everybody.
And yes to the few.
I'm buying something for different brands, so depending on what I'm doing, it depends on what I'm looking for. So if I'm buying for Packwoods, I need the best of the best. If I'm buying for Beantown, Greentown, I want affordable quality, which is easy for me to find because when I'm touring a facility, you've seen these grows. There might be a huge grow, a huge line. They all have this metric tag. They get to cherry pick what they want to send in to be tested. Mm-hmm. So the biggest bud on the top that might have got dusted with keef ends up getting a 30% tack.
Yeah.
And the little nug on the bottom that hasn't seen any light and has no nutrients or anything is 14.
All right.
Everything in that whole row is now 30% tax. So people are buying off of a fake number.
Right. Isn't it what is it? 5 grams per 10 pounds or something like that? Is that it, right? Something ridiculous.
You are buying off of a fake number. If you care about potency, you're getting played.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever bought from a dispensary. Everyone was like, yeah, I do it because of the label. I was like, I'm pretty sure no one actually tested this nug that I'm smoking right now. Right. I'm like, this is based off of whatever it is, and I'm a consumer not knowing.
But
so
that's what it is, bro. It's like it's literally it might be 14 grams, but it's like a small amount for 10 pounds. So to his point, when 90% of the batch is below the top,
it's not the right thing. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people go to dispensaries trying to find like the best weed and all these things, but like for me, it's the consistency and the safety that you get for dispensaries, and that's really what makes
right.
the sale.
It's true.
Like, that's why I go every day. I always buy from a dispensary because I know there's gonna be no fentanyl.
Facts. Yep.
Yo, there's this new joint. I watched this news clip out in Africa, bro.
Oh yeah, they have some crazy new
Kush.
thing. Yeah, it's called
Kush,
Kush.
bro.
It's like some crazy. I
And
don't
people
know.
are zombied up. You seen it,
I
bro?
don't even know what it is.
I'm like,
Is
why
this
you
where
gotta
they put
name
in
it Kush?
gunpowder and other stuff in there?
I don't know.
too?
It looks
Or
like weed, bro.
Yeah, they like do something with it. It's like synthetic
Right.
thing, and then
Right.
it's like
I was pissed,
horrible.
bro. I'm like, bro, what? The whole Wheezy era
yeah,
ruined. Yo. Kush, good
Oh,
Kush.
God.
Yeah, the whole era. Yeah, it's crazy. But there's one thing that you did mention though, bro. You had mentioned people buy off attack. Do you think people buy off attack, or do you think people buy off of THC?
Well,
And what is the difference for our listeners, bro?
so
'Cause-
most of them don't know the difference between TAC or THC.
Mm.
So TAC is just the total available cannabinoids that
Mhm.
are in there, and it's all an entourage effect, right?
Right.
So some THC doesn't actually convert to get you high until you hit flame.
Right.
If you're just looking at the base, if you're looking at THC alone, THC Delta 9
Mm.
is one piece of the plant.
Mhm.
There's like 100 parts of the plant.
Mm.
So if you're only looking at the one, that's great. You know what that is. But
Mm.
what's that percentage compared to all
All
of
the
the
other
other ones? And it all makes a difference. Like for a distillate vape versus of anything that's full spectrum, right?
Right.
When you're doing distillate, you basically chop down the plant, you put it into a machine where it extracts the oil, and now you're getting pure THC. Doesn't taste like anything.
Right.
It doesn't have any
Sometimes,
other
yeah.
effects.
Right.
That's your Delta 9.
Yeah.
That's why vapes are 90% THC, because you take out the part that gets you high and you put that in, but then you try to artificially make it taste like a plant again. Because like myrcene is found in mangoes, but it's also found in cannabis.
Mhm.
It's a lot cheaper to get your myrcene from mangoes than it is to extract it out of cannabis. So a lot of companies will take botanical terpenes and put it in, and
That's
put
what I
a
was about
little
to
of
ask.
this and a little of that, and they're gonna try to make it taste something similar to what it was before,
Right.
and it ends up always tasting like a mop bucket in the janitor bathroom. Right?
So I
Tastes
have
like
I have a
chemicals,
question
bro.
based off
Yeah.
everything you just told me.
Yeah.
And I had an idea about this before, but I'm starting to realize, as a consumer myself for a while now, and seeing other people consume and being with friends that are buying, I'm realizing people buy off of the terpenes, the way it smells, tastes,
Mm-hmm.
and that gives the placebo to how high they think they're getting. I'm starting to realize that for weeds they like the taste for, they think it's getting them super high, but they're really just also getting that serotonin effect with it because their body enjoys whatever they're putting in.
Well, that could be true that they are more responsive to that terpene. 'Cause
Exactly.
I know a ton of people that hate citrusy weed.
Exactly.
But I also know some people that love, like I'm one of those. I love lemon, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, but Rayvon hates citrus. He wants skunk.
Yeah.
He wants earthy dirt.
You get what I'm saying? I feel
Yeah.
like that matters a lot more than how much THC is in it. I feel
Right.
like that's
You're
how much
100%.
THC is so irrelevant for a
Right.
smoker. It's really about, because even if there's a little bit, I'll just smoke a lot of that. As long as I like the way it
Right.
tastes, you know?
The problem is educating the bud tenders
Bro.
and the customers. The brands need to do a better job
It's
at focusing on the taste and the effect. Because if we're selling to retailers and saying, "Hey, this has 70% THC and it's only $4," then that's how they're going to sell it to the customers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when the brands start marketing that and they go away from selling it, like I sell all my products for the same price, no matter what the THC percent
real?
is. Yeah, like all
well,
my
but you're not selling flour though, right?
yeah, all my Packwoods products are all like they all get sold. Everything gets sold at the same price. Even the 60% stuff that test higher, like is the
Right.
same price as the 40% or 50. Like,
Right.
it's,
So
that
what do
is-
you do on the buying side when you're forced? Your hand is forced when they're like, well, this is 30%, so you got to pay.
So I have two separate sections. Having a deli style. So when I go and buy, when I'm buying for bulk, I buy for bulk inputs that I'm using for my products that I make.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have a deli that we buy bulk.
Yeah, which spot?
That's at Green Soul.
Word. I didn't know.
in
I gotta
Central
check it
Square.
out, bro. I gotta check it
So at that deli style, people can actually see and smell the flower. The last thing they see is the test result. And when they start buying off of the smell and the look, you see the numbers go way different. And these are people that have trusted us to curate their flower for decades already. So they come and they buy from our deli.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, no, this is fire. I don't care if that jar says it's 72%.
Right.
Like, I see this, I smell this, I know this. The nose knows, right? So like
No,
you're
of
saying,
course.
some people like citrus, some people want gas.
Right.
You have to have something for everyone. I always take myself out of the situation.
Right.
What's more important for me when I go to buy, I'm looking at how the product is, because I might see one whole tray of something, right? It all looks pretty on the plant. Where most people fuck up is the post-harvest. So consistency has been a big problem in Massachusetts.
Right.
So you'll have a group that has a fire batch, but half of it is great, and the other half, the B team got a hold. And it's just
The
not.
BT. Yeah, they hacked it. They hacked that
Hacked
shit.
it up. It's all on Apex for the same price. You're gonna buy it, but if you're not there looking at it, you don't know. So I'll be like, nah, I'll take this bin. I'll take a picture of the metric tag and be like, you can keep that one.
Yeah, that's bad funny. Yeah, we're here with Derek D. We're gonna take a quick break, guys. This is Infused Influence on WICN, and yeah, we're gonna pick up the conversation a little bit more on buying for dispensaries and some experience and some questions that I got for Derek here. We'll be back. All right, let's clap it up for D. Big D. The big homie, the big OG. You know what I mean? That's what's up, bro. So yeah, so what I was asking you before, bro, is about like how do you combat the cultivators with the THC and doing their pricing like that. And I think the model of what's it called in the dispensary Green Soul, you guys do the deli style. How has that been? Because I don't see many. I've seen some dispensaries go away from it. You know what I mean? Like they have started it, but they won't do it, or they won't do it every day. You guys doing it every day?
Yeah, we do it every day.
Do it every day.
Well, it's all about training the staff, right? And it's not easy to sell weed the old-fashioned way.
Right.
So you need to know, if you educate your bud tenders. Like when I started Cape Cod Cannabis, we actually invested and we sent one of our bud tenders out to California to go and become a ganjier, right? So the whole thing for Legacy Ops, I said people, process, product, and service. When we go to hire, we want passionate people that love cannabis and that want to help other people and help them sell it.
Absolutely.
So we're not starting from scratch with educating people. So when you have a staff that actually knows bud and knows how to read a testing label and then can follow a simple SOP to be able to bag it up and get it out.
Right.
And also when you have to take the time to travel out and buy good bud.
Right.
If you're buying trash in your deli and you're trying to deli out trash,
right.
Like it's not easy to buy weed. That's why people sell it off of price and potency, because that's easy.
That's easy, bro.
Anybody
I think
can
that's
do
the
that.
easiest way to
Yeah,
sell it.
bro. And you know what's crazy, especially for someone like yourself, bro, like for a solid, let's just say 25 years from 94, let's just say up until like 2012, nobody was asking for THC.
No one even knew what the.
And that's what blows my mind. This is like a new it's just crazy. It's like a new phenomenon. Like, why
Exactly.
are you asking for THC? But the answer is because that's how these cultivators sell it. Like, as someone who buys weed and then sells it, that's how they sell it, bro. They're like, this is 30%, so it's a higher price. And I'm like, yo, I don't like that. Why? But like, you know, how do you combat it? You have to meet the market where they're at. Bro, you know, we're in the hood here, bro. People have been coming. I've heard them, and they don't even know who I am. I'm like in the background somewhere. People come in. I've been smoking since I was 13. I need the high THC. How do you educate that person who's half true? They're 45 now, but they've been smoking since they're 13, and now they have this entitlement that they need high THC. Bro.
I have a little experience actually with here. So before I used to go to Good Chemistry a lot. And I actually think that part of that answer is it starts with the dispensary where the consumers are going to, because one of the main differences for me as a consumer at Good Chemistry and a music consumer here is that I don't even look at the THC anymore. I actually ask the bud tender, how does it taste? Which one do you like? Why do you like it? And I found strains I love that I never even tried before. And I was smoking way more before, all these different strains, but I had no idea what to try because I was always asking, what's the THC level? Then I came here and then someone was like, no, don't worry about that. Try this. And I tried it. I was like, ooh, I got to start asking for different stuff. And I think that was the first point for me. Whereas a consumer, you're right, all you see is the THC on the labels and everything, and they're trying to oversell it on the packaging.
Right.
But then when you go to a store, for example, like here, where you can actually talk to the people, and they're not just
and they smoke, bro.
Yeah, and they'll tell you, don't worry about there's some people are crazy and they'll go, nah, I need my THC. I've been smoking since what? I've seen those people too. I've tried to conversate with them.
Yeah, it's almost like no point, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But you've never been in the streets when someone was like, bro, let me see the THC.
Well, that's when I pull out an infused pre-roll like a Packwoods. You know?
Exactly.
You want the strongest, you want the best, this is the Rolls Royce.
Right.
The best inputs. What they're really asking for is they want something potent. They want something strong. And there are people that do have high tolerances that need something like that. Where one little uninfused joint, even if it's high 20s or 30s, isn't going to get them to the level that they need. Now, maybe they need to, no matter what, like I could have a pound of the best bud out there if I'm smoking the same stuff over and over again.
Right.
I'm gonna build up a tolerance to that specific strain.
Right.
So you have to rotate what you're consuming, rotate your methods of consuming it. Right. So try incorporating some tinctures, some edibles or syrups, like the lean, like we have the chill.
I fuck with chill, bro.
What that's for is for the people that are maybe coming off of harder drugs that actually need that stronger stuff. We can chill you down from 1,000 to 500 to no sugar to 250 to 100 and get you off of the harder stuff. And like, so there's a place for super potent products when it's done responsibly. I'm not encouraging people to go out there and drink 1,000 milligrams in one sitting, but it's there if people need that instead of doing a heroin. I'd rather them taking something stronger like that gets them feeling that. Like, I tried to drink a whole thing one day where I had nothing to do, and I wanted to see.
Stop it, bro. You tried to do 1,000 milligrams?
I want to try.
What happened, bro? Tell us what happened.
Netflix and chill. I might have got through like 1 or 2 episodes or something. Fell asleep.
Did you
couldn't drink the whole bottle?
Oh yeah.
I like to mix it in seltzer.
Yeah,
and, like, make a drink out of it.
Yeah.
I got a good chunk of it down, but I couldn't finish.
Couldn't finish it?
Nah, put me to sleep.
I need to try one of those. It's called chill. It's a drink.
Yeah, we used to carry it here, bro. I don't know what happened why we don't carry it anymore.
I noticed a lot of. I don't know if this is a big thing that's going on in the industry, but I've noticed a lot of edibles are turning medical, like gummies and. What's going on?
What's your thought on that? Like Betty's Eddies don't sell right?
Are they just trying to sell stronger gummies or something?
I feel like the medical market has been neglected.
Yeah.
I like that they're pushing this new thing about they might make it so you don't have to be vertically integrated to be medical.
Right.
Which would mean then you can easily add something here and be able to serve those customers and give them higher dosage products. Like I just think that we should be regulated the same way people regulate alcohol.
Yes.
We're all adults here. I could walk into Total Wine with a U-Haul truck.
Buy it out.
Buy it out.
He's like, here's that duffel bag.
Send it.
My lawyer didn't take it back in the day. I just saved it. for occasion like this. I want everything in here.
So I mean, but I can only go in and buy an ounce,
Right.
Maybe two. If
Maybe
I'm
two.
lucky, if they
Yeah.
change the rules.
Yo, so
Like-
let's talk about social consumption a little bit, bro, because
Yeah.
you know more than I do about this topic, and one of the topics that if it's a standalone, you're not supposed to buy it. Like, how does that work? The difference between the standalone. Well, maybe we should back up. What is social consumption?
Social consumption is a long time coming. Hopefully, it'll be here next year. They're in the process of writing the rules right now, so it's not final draft rules, but they gave us a set of draft rules. We could look at them. They heard from stakeholders, and they're now making adjustments before they put out their final draft.
That means I gotta email Stebbins, bro.
Fast. So they want to have this done soon. They want to have this up and going so that people can start applying. So essentially, it will allow people a safe place to go consume cannabis. But it's also up to the local place. Just because the CCC says you can do it,
Right.
doesn't mean it's going to happen everywhere. The town has to opt in, and then you have to find a good spot and go through the same process, just like you did opening a retail.
Yeah.
It's going to be adding a whole new license type that's only available for social equity applicants for the next 5 years.
All right, shout out to that real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Couple equity
So
business.
you don't let the nasty grubber hands come get in the business before
the
it's
chats and brads, as he said. I like that shit, bro. He said it before. Chats and brads, got it.
Because of the social equity thing, through my website, I do have a social consumption tab and one for mass. If you're a social equity applicant and you want to be matched up with a group that wants to open a lounge, you can sign up on our website and we'll match you, and I'll review I have a sample deal that I can give you as a template to make sure that you don't get screwed.
Yeah.
I've been screwed. I'm now making sure that other social equity applicants don't get screwed by these type of deals. But essentially what we're trying to do is build these. Right now they have 3 different license types. The one that makes the most sense from the first round of rules was what they call co-located. And it's really good for the retail store. Unless if the social equity applicant also owns the retail store like yourself, it's not that great for the social equity holder if he just has the lounge license, because you're not selling any cannabis at that lounge.
Meaning that the non-co-located, so you can't sell.
At a co-located,
You can from the
You're
dispensary,
the dispensary makes the retail sale.
right?
The customer takes their purchase, walks through another door, and goes into an area that is a consumption-friendly space.
Right.
Now, you could charge... Now, let's say you are a social equity applicant and I have a retail store and I want to add a lounge to my store. I make a deal with you where the lounge license is in your name.
Okay.
But
So
I
basically,
own the retail store.
Mm-hmm.
Because people can come to my store and buy and consume at your lounge, my retail numbers are going to go up.
Yeah. So how does the social equity that's standalone make money, bro?
Unless if you have a good deal,
Yeah.
like one that I have with you,
Yeah.
to make sure it's hard.
Yeah.
It's easy for the retail store to screw you over.
And just
well,
benefit
I had
Because
from
no
they
it.
just
idea.
want to
Yeah,
get
exactly.
you in. So I have a contract to make sure that the person who's
How do you
signing the
make
deal.
money like that, though,
Well,
bro? I
what
haven't even
happens is
thought
the
about
retail store
that. Yeah.
has to pay the social
Yeah, that's how it
equity
should
be. Right.
owner a
Part of that.
lease to use that for the next 5 years, because that's all as long as they need them, and then after
Right.
that they can buy it back. But at least you're getting guaranteed something, right?
Right.
And you get a piece of equity of that for long after they don't need you. Like we have a good agreement, but it's really easy for retailers to screw people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you just want to get in the industry and you get some greedy retailer who wants that license, it's a really easy opportunity for that to happen. That's why I stepped up to make these contracts to help people to make sure that you at least get a fair deal, where it's still worth it for a retailer to pay you to use the license. And it's like, so it's still beneficial even after they pay you. They're still gonna see a good improvement
Yeah.
because of they have a spot.
Now,
you
what
know?
about, and we just got a few more minutes here, bro, and this is selfishly for my own knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
Now, what about if you, as a social equity participant, were to approach, let's just say a gym, not a dispensary, but like a gym
That is a different type of license. That's the event.
event, and that's where
They're
it's limited.
basically limiting how many events that you can do a year.
Right.
So, like, think of it as if you're a social equity applicant and you want to do those type of events.
Right.
You're like a wedding planner. Why would you limit a wedding planner to only do 24 weddings a year?
But I guess that's where my question comes in, because what if that gym per se fits the local bylaws and it's just part of the experience?
Well, now what you're talking about is a standalone.
Standalone,
That's
right?
attached to something.
That's attached
and
to
as a That's the middle rule.
Mm-hmm.
The standalone rule, as it was written, there was some confusion about the limits and stuff.
Right.
After the last meeting, that's been kind of cleared up, where it'll still, as long as it's parity to what you can buy in a retail store, a
Right.
standalone is good.
Gotcha. So you'll be able to sell. You'll be able to sell the standalone.
A standalone is basically just like a retail. You can come in, you can buy anything you want,
Mm-hmm.
but then you can sit down and consume. Now, the rules will be, if you're going to smoke, there has to be a section blocked off, so
Right.
people who are walking in aren't getting hit in the face with smoke.
Right.
But if they want to be around smoke, they can go into a smoke.
Dude, that's crazy. So basically, a standalone is a retailer.
Yeah.
Yes, but with the ability to actually
Yeah.
hang out and spend more time, and it should be more than just
Right.
cannabis,
Right.
right? Because any lounge that's been out there already, because this is not a new concept. I've been to one in Amsterdam 30 years ago. Like, these have been around. It should be more than just the cannabis. Like,
Right.
I went to a cafe in Amsterdam where I get up in the morning, I can get a regular coffee, a regular muffin or whatever, or an infused one. Pick what flower you're going to smoke for the day, leave, come back, it's lunchtime, you can do the same. At night, it's a nightclub or a bar. But, you know, so those
That's
are types
sick.
of, like, you want something that's more than just cannabis. Like
Right.
a smoky room
Yeah.
is not the
Sounds
move.
horrible.
Or, hey, you want to sit down over here and take a gummy and watch this TV show? Like,
Lori knows how I feel about
Nah.
that. Sounds
I
counterproductive.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're coming up on time, bro. We gotta thank big Derek D over here, legacy to legal for real, man. And you know, it's been enlightening for our listeners. We had him here on our last episode, and we have him here again for this one. And where can we find like your brands and your business and all that stuff, bro? Plug it in, bro.
The website is called the Legacy Ops, THE legacyops.com, and I am Derek D is my Instagram.
That's what's up, bro. I gotta follow you, bro. Yo, you probably got some interesting shit out there, bro.
Nah, I don't really.
Nah, you keep it low key?
Well, I came from back in the day. We
I
were
feel
afraid
you,
of
bro.
these things. We never posted anything.
I feel you, bro.
It's
I feel you.
coming out of a rock,
Yeah.
from under the rock.
Yo, no, I feel you. Well, you guys have just been infused. We want to thank Derek D again, and of course Lorian, my bro,
Yeah, you
filling
know
in
what
for
it
Ray
is.
Vaughn over here. So you guys have just been infused. This is WICN. Peace, peace.
Thank you.